Hey all, Hipper here. So here I am back in another video in what is now my favorite battleship in the game, which is the République. So yeah, I'll show you this one. But first, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. It helps a lot. Like, share, and of course comment. Thanks guys. First, let me just show you my build here, because I am using a Lane Dunkirk, fully upgraded, which makes her really powerful, I'm not gonna lie here. And Cunningham and Scharnhorst for better dispersion or accuracy, whatever you want to call it. And frontal fire allows you to switch shell types in less than a second. Crazy powerful skill, absolutely nuts skill, especially on this ship here, because it just allows you to be a real menace, absolutely horrible to the red team. And I'll show you why in this game here also. But first, just look here, 5 heals with this build here. 3 and 2, pretty standard that, so nothing special. But 19 kilometer range, less than 20-second reload, very slow turn time, you have to live with that. AA, very good, pretty decent. Maneuverability, horrible, but like fast, but horrible, but we don't care about that. And the detectability is also pretty bad. But the armor is good, and like I've showed in another video, you also get the special French-based armor around the citadel, and that should save you a citadel once in a while, where the shell actually detonates in the empty space and not in your citadel. Of course, it's up to luck and RNG most of the time, but when it works, you will be very happy, trust me. So I know everybody says, do not fire high explosive shells in battleships, and that is a golden rule, and it's true, don't do that. But there is an exception to the rule, and that is if you are facing a bow tanking battleship. And in a République with this commander here, it allows you to have armor piercing loaded all the time. And then if you get into a situation like a standoff, which I'm going to do here with the Izumo, it allows you to pick and choose your ammunition instantly, and I mean it's just such a powerful skill, and it makes this very, very powerful ship. République is extremely powerful. I'd say it's the best battleship in the game. Of course, the legendaries can punish it, but really only Yamato is a bit of a threat, and even then, if you do what I'm doing here, you can actually burn it down. So here I have AP loaded, so I take an AP shot, and I think it's the first time I see an Izumo in battle, so I just want to see what I can do, and it's just a bounce. So I go, okay, well that's pretty much a waste. I'm not gonna worry about that ship until he either goes broadside or something else happens. So we're going to look at this Ibuki here instead, and at this point here, I'm not paying attention. I'm sticking my nose out a little bit too far here, and I realize that, and that's why I go in reverse. But I make sure I'm angled towards the tier 8 Japanese battleship there, because he's the real threat. I don't really care about getting set on fire by the Ibuki, because I'm going to reverse into cover in a minute, and then it's all good. So we got him on the run, and he got a fire, but that's okay. This ship here is tough, like as nails. Like it's really hard to sink. Even if you take like hard-hitting shells from battleships, it takes a lot. So no more targets over here now. I only have that Izumo there that I really don't want to shoot at, because he's bow on and he's heavily armored. But as you see, I have armor piercing loaded now. So we're just gonna line up the sights here, and then we're going to switch to HE instantly. And I don't know if you noticed in the stats when I went through it, but the fire chance on these shells here is really high. I believe it's 48%. So it's almost a guaranteed fire when you shoot these. So we got one fire on him there. So we're just going to go unspotted for a little bit. We already have Megalomania on the ship here. That's another thing I forget to mention, that Azure Lane Dunkirk gives you that skill as well, which makes you go dark even faster. And that's just deadly in this ship here. So we're going to annoy him a little bit more with HE here, because he's still bow on and he's reversing, and yeah, there's nothing else we can do really. no other targets really, so we get another fire. And this must be really annoying for this guy here. I mean, he's trying to, you know, do the best he can, and like, you know, shooting AP as he's learned, and I'm just sitting over here shooting an HE shield once in a while, and I just keep setting him on fire. And there's another one. And that's why I'm saying, like, in this ship here, because the fire chance is so high, it's almost British, really. And you do about, I believe, 7,000 damage per HE hit, and your AP is about 14, I believe 13 or 14. So it's also a really nasty hit. And then, of course, the fire is what we really want here, because he already repaired a fire. So we're just gonna keep setting him on fire, really. And like I said, it must be super annoying, because there's really nothing he can do. But on the other hand, I have nothing else to shoot at over here, and I don't want to give up the flank and go somewhere else. And whoops, there's another fire. Wow, what do you know? So we can't leave this flank here until this battleship here is removed, because if he's allowed to just do his thing all the way out here on the flank, he's going to absolutely rail cruisers that aren't paying attention. Except there are no cruisers left, but then battleships that aren't paying attention. And I believe it's Yamato guns on this thing here. I don't actually know, but it's very powerful anyway. And I mean, we need to get rid of him. And the Yamato over here, unfortunately, gets the kill, but we got 58,000 damage, high explosives out of that guy there, and all the while staying in cover, just like a hated HE spamming cruiser, except we're in a fantastically powerful battleship, and there's just really nothing that guy can do over there. He can just bow tank me and hope that someone comes to help, but everyone's left him, so no help for him. So the Ibuki is trying to cap here, and this time he is sticking his nose out a little bit too far. So we just give him a little bit of high explosives here, whoop, and 3 defense, and he has to start all over getting this cap here. And I say this every time I reset someone. Like, if you get the opportunity to reset a guy like that, take it. Of course, not if it means that you get railed, but it means that Ibuki has to sit out here, and I have to switch quickly to AP there, if you saw that. Because we don't want to shoot HE if we don't have to. Like, that's the golden rule. And the Bismarck was going broadside, and we got rewarded handsomely there. So pick your shells, guys. It's so important. So the Ibuki, he is in trouble now, because he's getting like pushed out by someone else. And right in front of my AP guns here, AP loaded. And yep, that's it for you. Good, thanks for playing. 12,000 damage right there. And yep, like, this battleship here is just nuts. I don't think I've ever seen a premium that is just so above the tech trees. Because yeah, it's a fantastic ship. So do not miss out. I say again, do not miss out on République. If there's ever a campaign ship you need to get, this is the one. I don't actually move a lot in the ship when I play it. I just usually find a good spot, and then I just, you know, change the ship's orientation, so I get most of my guns on target, while at the same time I angle, and I don't get a lot out of that salvo there. That was a bit disappointing. 3 overpens. I was hoping to just absolutely one-shot that Zeppelin there, but yeah, didn't happen. And also, it's a bit sluggish. I mean, in a situation like this, you're just gonna have to take that torpedo and say, okay, well, at least I only took 1. And that's fine with me. I mean, see, it didn't hurt that much, and I still have another heal left. Remember, I have 5 heals on the ship here. So the Buffalo takes a nasty citadel there, and that means that he's going to think twice about pushing in. And we can just sit here and just make it really, really difficult for anyone to move anywhere on the map here, because we have 19-kilometer range, and I'm pretty much in the middle of the map here. We've taken A, and we kicked that Ibuki out of B, and we burnt the tier 8 battleship over on this flank here. And yeah, there seems to be a little bit of chaos on the red team here, because they're all lumping together out here, and that's just the worst idea. Because it's just a, well, it's a buffet of citadels, really. And I have to be careful I don't hit this island here. Don't want to do a SERP. So I know this destroyer behind me, that's why I am trying to get away, because usually I just sit in one spot and I use the acceleration to go either forward or backward and, you know, change the angling of my ship. I don't really move around a lot. I find it better just to pick a good spot where you can, you know, reach out and touch the whole enemy team, and then just use the fabulous armor on this ship here and the extremely powerful guns to just remove people when the opportunity arrives. But because I got pushed by a destroyer over there, and I'm just getting a little worried that he might actually sneak up on me there. So that's why I'm repositioning over here. It's going to mean that I'm going to miss out on a lot of damage here. But the alternative is that I might get sunk. So I'm thinking I'll better play it safe, because we are only one ship ahead. So it's better that I stay alive than I get torped trying to get another 50,000 damage or something like that. So let's just talk about the commander here quickly. I have already been singing Azure Dunkirk's praise, and onthis, she's fabulous, but I tell you, on this ship here, she's worth gold. It just because the guns are just so awesome, and when you can just switch to AP to exploit a broadside, or HE if you need to whack a destroyer, I mean, it is it's just very, 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 very powerful. So this annoying Montana here, I thought he got taken out by the battleship over on the other side, but then I see that battleship, he's sitting in the corner. Very, very, very good positioning over there. And there is a destroyer around here somewhere, but it's about time I need to move in now. I can't really sit out here anymore. First we have to remove the Montana, and he's gone. And that means I really only have to worry about that destroyer that's somewhere in here, somewhere. I don't know where. So we got the Bismarck here, but he's butt on. So we're just going to see, is he going to stay that way, or what is he going to do? And we just decide, well, we're going to give him an AP no matter what, because the AP is just absolutely nasty in the ship here. As you can see, Confederate high caliber in one shot there. And that's why I mean, like, you have to pick your targets. Like, I wouldn't use HE on a Bismarck, because I'm almost guaranteed a lot of penetrations on that ship. So that's why I stuck with the AP. And on the other hand, that Izumu from before, I couldn't pen him, at least not in the angle that he was. So HE was the right choice there, as you saw. Like, we just kept burning that guy. Every time he repaired, we just set another fire. And we got nearly 60,000 of his hit points just by burning him and HE slamming him. So I'm just gonna sit here now, because there's a destroyer in B, and I need him spotted before I move in, which I'm trying to, you know, let my team know. I think it would be good if you spot the destroyer so I can shoot it. So if I sit here, I am immune to torpedoes, obviously. And I know that the destroyer is in front of me, so if I keep this island here, I cannot be sunk by torpedoes as a minimum. And there's only a cruiser left, so really no one is left in a position to sink me here. So all I need is a destroyer here to spot the other destroyer, and then I can move in with the HE, which I have already loaded, of course. But he's not in a mood to spot anything, and it seems that the other destroyer got cold feet. He's left the B cap. And that's a worry, because I don't know where he went. I have a vague idea he's probably gone over to the other flank. And I'm just asking that battleship, can you just come in here and, you know, don't sit in the corner, because that serves no purpose. There's nothing out there of value to anyone. And all you're doing is handicapping your team by abandoning your flank like that. So anyway, we have the Buffalo over here now. So we're going to focus on him for a while, because that destroyer seems to have run away, and without the Fletcher actually trying to spot it, we're going to have to just wait and see what happens. And I get it, the Fletcher is really low on health, and it turns out the Shima is all the way over there, so it's okay. There's no immediate threat. We give him a salvo, unlikely to hit him, but I mean, you gotta do it, right? And that means we're going to pick on the Buffalo now. So if you're thinking that the gun layout on the ship is weird, then yeah, it takes some getting used to, but actually after playing it for a day or two, I think I actually prefer this gun layout here. As long as you have the nice angles that you have on République, not like some of the other terrible angles, some of the other battleships. I think I actually prefer this layout here, because you can do so many cool things with it. I will do another video on that anyway, but it's just a little bit too complicated to explain. It's much better to show. So anyway, the Buffalo, he's hiding over here, and we're going to see if we can't, well, remove him. So there's about a minute left, and we are almost at 1,000 points. So there's really not much this Buffalo can do. He has a choice. He can stick around behind the island and just let, you know, the timer run out and lose the battle, or he can try to, you know, get a kill and at least up his own XP a little bit, because it looks like his destroyer isn't going to help him out, because he's obviously somewhere behind him. I am spotted by the destroyer, but I am fairly confident he is far, far away. So I'm just gonna stick with AT here. I could have gone AP, but I'm not really sure if he's gonna go bow in or whatever he's gonna do, because the AP would just delete this cruiser here in pretty much one shot if you get a Citadel, but we don't get it. But we do get a Dreadnought, so that means we've certainly done our job in this ship here. So that was République here, 155,000 Confederate high caliber Dreadnought, and yeah, 2800 XP. Not fantastic, but yeah, not bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and see you out there.